For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Romans 8, verse 6. Hey y'all, so this is the desk that I'm using today. I do have an older video on my channel about how to put this desk together. I did get it from Walmart for about 50 bucks. But this is what it looks like after putting it together. But I did want to add a little touch to it, which I said in the older video. I think I'm gonna add a marble finish to the top. I'm gonna get some marble adhesive paper from Walmart or Amazon, and I'm gonna put that on the top. I will record it. It could be like a little DIY. So first things first, I'm unwrapping the marble adhesive that I brought from Walmart. It was only $6 after tax, y'all. These are the dimensions that I've used, and I was trying to show y'all, but the lighting was kind of like not on my side. I do want to apologize for the mess in the background, but here I am showing you guys how I was struggling, y'all. This looks so much easier to do versus actually doing it. So I just was like placing it, unplacing it, because it's not as sticky as I thought it would be. So it was easy for me to unstick it and kind of just place it where I need it to be. So what I ended up doing was I pulled the paper down and out, and then once I got it aligned on both sides perfectly, I started pressing it with the palm of my finger, just like so. And then I also pressed it around the edges to seal it down. So another thing that I did not mention, so the dimensions for my adhesive was perfect. The width of, well, the width of the adhesive was perfect with my desk. It literally, I did not have to cut one side of the table. The only thing I had to cut were the edges. So you'll see what I'm talking about throughout this video. So now that I pressed down my adhesive with the palm of my hand, that's basically what I'm going to do throughout the rest of this video, y'all. I tried using a book. I tried using a comb. I tried using so many different things around the house. Because I did not have the right materials, but I feel like you can never go wrong with your hands, your God-given hands. So it worked just fine. At the end, I had no air bubbles, and this method was just the best method for me. And I hope that if you try this method, it works for you too. So I slowly pulled back the adhesive like that, as you can see, and then I used my palm to press out all the air bubbles. So I was literally pressing down all the air bubbles as I laid the marble adhesive down. I also made sure that it was still aligned and that it was not like, basically that it was aligned with the table and that it's, you know, perfectly placed. So I kind of sped it up here because it is very repetitive, y'all. I literally just pulled back the adhesive and put down the adhesive with the palm of my hand. My hand, sorry, did started to hurt after a while, but I thugged it out, y'all, because we got to get a cute little table together, right? So you guys can just continue to watch. So here, as you can see, I am more than halfway through. Again, this is very repetitive. I'm literally pulling down the adhesive and using the palm of my hand to press down all the air bubbles. So this is where my hand started to hurt. But again, like I said, I be thugging it out. I gotta do what I gotta do, right? And I was just so in love with my results, y'all. So I'm here at the end, y'all. I made it. I finally made it. So for the last piece of adhesive, I literally just pulled it down towards the end, and the same way I kind of like defined it in the beginning is what I'm doing now. So I'm pressing out all the air bubbles, and then I'm just going to press along the sides to make sure that it is sealed and that it isn't going anywhere, y'all. I'm literally pressing out the air bubbles and pressing out the sides. So now I do not have an X-Acto knife. If you do, I do recommend that you get one or just find something around the house that can mimic that. So for me, I found some scissors. This is my hair scissors, y'all, and it wasn't the best method. You'll see throughout this video that I changed it up. I literally went around the house trying to figure out what can I use. So I just want to excuse my wig cap, y'all. I don't wear my wig at home, so don't mind that. So I literally just went along the lines gently because I did not want to scratch the table underneath, but I did go along the lines hard enough, with enough pressure that it can actually rip. Right here, you'll see I start ripping it just to test out this method, and it wasn't bad. It did leave like not a perfect finish around the ridges or the edges, but I was fine with that. I'm not like a perfectionist. It did bother me, but not too much. And I think it kind of makes the table look a little like, it gives it a pizzazz, like whatever. Anyway, so as you can see here, I went and got a knife. This was better than the scissors, but I had to be careful because it was such a huge knife. Like, that's the only one I could find at the moment. I know we have smaller ones, but again, I'm just going along the edges, making sure that it's perfect. And I'm just taking my time with this part, y'all. So I'm gonna rip it, and you'll see like it isn't a perfect finish. But then I found some smaller scissors that I usually use for hair, y'all. And honestly, I use it for hair, but I think people use it for eyebrows, essentially, and nails, I think. But you can find it at a beauty supply store. You'll see what I'm talking about. And I just went ahead and I cut the little ridges and edges that was like, you know, standing out. So then on the other side, y'all, you'll see that I end up using these scissors to complete the other side of this table. And y'all, this is the final look on one side. Now I'm gonna do the other side. So again, like I said, those tiny little scissors, that is what I ended up using to slice this side. And it just gave it such a nice finish, y'all. So if you have something that's sharp and pointy, an X-Acto knife, something to finish it off, I definitely recommend you using that. So I just went along and I did speed it up because you guys already know what I'm doing. And I ripped it, and look at this finish, y'all. This was way better than the other side. I wish I used these scissors earlier, but it's okay. Like I said, I'm not a perfectionist. It is not gonna kill me knowing that it's not a perfect cut. So this is basically it, y'all. I am finishing it off. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on my next video. Bye. All right, y'all. So this is the final table, y'all. It has absolutely no air bubbles. I'm in love with this finished product. I was debating, like I said, whether I wanted to put it on the side. I'm so in love with the way it looks right now, so I am completely satisfied. And another reason I didn't really want to put it on the sides was because there's a drawer right here, so I didn't want it to look weird. So yeah, y'all, that is the finished product.